Good to be back after 2 weeks on vacation. I'm grateful to Canon grandmother Kathleen Charles, for their wonderful and able ministry while I was away. Thank you very much. I thought if I had one more Sunday, I would have especially left instructions that Reverend Kathleen, please preach on the Song of Solomon. The voice of a flock, lo, comes leaping upon the mountains. So, I'll spare it, and another time I'll ask. Also, the gospel this morning speaks about what the collect addresses. Let's read the collect in the insert together. The second part of the collect is the modern English. So, let's read it together. Lord of all power and might, the author and giver of all good things, graft in our hearts the love of your name, increase in us the religion, nourish us with goodness, and bring forth us fruit of the good works through Jesus Christ our Lord, who reigns and reigns and rules in the Holy Spirit, one and all, forever and ever. The gospel lesson addresses what we pray to the collect. And also, we've been studying for the last at least 4 Sundays the epistle, or 5, to the church in Ephesus, Ephesians. Last Sunday was the last chapter, which is chapter 6. And we're also studying the same epistle in a Bible study class on verses. So, last week while I was on vacation, I read this lesson. I think it is off. I must have turned it off. I thought it was off. Thank you. Yeah. While I was on vacation, I studied, I read the letter of St. James, which is appointed lesson for this morning, chapter 1. And I thought many of us, including me, don't regularly accept, when it's given as part of the lectionary, we don't spend time intentionally to read the whole, letter. And very few of us know that even if it exists in the New Testament, 27 books. So, I prayed about it, and I thought this morning I will share a little background about the letter of St. James to the church. St. James was the half-brother of Jesus. James knew Jesus as only a few could. He was a man of great piety, holiness. The historian, early church father, who lived between 263 to 339 AD, Eusebius, the Holy Church Father, writes about James, and I quote, that he used to enter alone in the temple and be found praying for people, intercessories, praying for people, so that his knees grew hard like a camel because of his constant worship of God, needing and asking forgiveness for the people. So from this excessive righteousness, he was called the just. So, the appointed epistle of James is written at a time before the famous Council of Jerusalem in AD 49. It's mentioned after the Gospels, the first book, the book of Acts. It was 49 AD. So that makes this letter between 27 books of the New Testament the earliest written in a book of the New Testament. James enlarges a practical understanding of faith. The dominant theme in this letter is faith that works. What does the Holy Scripture say about what is a true religion and what God requires of us? Prophet Micah in the Old Testament, James as a Hebrew man had studied the Holy Scriptures. And he knew what Prophet Micah had told the people of Israel. In Micah chapter 6, verse 8, it's a book in the Old Testament. And I quote, but to do justice. What does God require? But to do justice and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. And James in today's reading writes to his church, and I quote again, religion that is pure and undefiled before God, the Father, is this, to care for orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself unstained by the world. Orphans and widows in the Middle Eastern culture. There was no social security, there was no retirement, there was no help available. Those people were the most helpless people in your society of that time. Even now, in many of the poor countries, often a leader in his community did not pay much attention to the least, to the needy in his community. James uses their example as they represent all who are in need in society. He is reminding us through this letter to the church, reminding us today that we may participate in a magnificent liturgy with fine vestments and smells and bells. We may solemnly sing the Gloria Patri, glory be to God. You know, when we sing, the choir leads, it's beautiful, it's glorious. Repeat the Apostles' Creed when we read it together. It sounds so beautiful. Join the grand hymn, reverently pray the Lord's Prayer, and listen attentively to the Word of God. It's not a wrong sermon. We might most religiously partake in the sacrament of the Holy Eucharist. But that's what he is reminding to the church. But if we ignore the needy, the least of Christ's people, our worship is ashes on the altar. The prophet of the Old Testament repeatedly warned their congregations, the multitude of your sacrifices, God says in Isaiah chapter 1. What they are to me, your sacrifices. I have more than enough of burnt offerings, of rams and fat, of fattened animals. I have no pleasure in the blood of the bulls and the lambs and goats. Stop bringing meaningless offering. Your incense is detestable to me when you spread out your hands in prayer. I will hide my eyes from you even if you offer many prayers. I will not listen. God saying, your hands are full of blood. Wash and make yourself clean. Take evil deeds out of my sight. Stop doing wrong. Learn to do right. Seek justice. Encourage the oppressed. Defend the cause of the fatherless. Plead the cause of the widow. That's what is a religion which is undefiled. That's what the collect is addressing. James is reminding us that true religion means hands on caring for those who need need our help, advocacy for justice. In a pastoral care ministry, some of you come along with me. I need a few more volunteers who can help me. In a pastoral care ministry, visit those who are lonely, homebound, and in nursing homes. Over the years, I've learned, and I've sometimes heard it from the staff who serve there, that 60% of the residents, they never have one single visitor ever come to talk to them. Rachel, you've gone with me many times. When you hold a hand of some of our parishioners, when we listen to them intently, when we sing a song, or say a prayer, or read the gospel, or celebrate the Holy Eucharist, we go there to talk, to listen to them, and read the Holy Scripture, celebrate the Holy Eucharist. This is an amazing opportunity to put feet on our faith. It is an awesome chance to tell people that Jesus loves them, cares for them, and God's people care for them. We can tell them, as Jesus says, and I quote, "Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. The Lord is my help." Yes, Jesus has not forgotten them. The least, the needy, and people pushed to the periphery of our society. And as a parish, we are committed and need some help to remind every member of a parish that we care for them. We love them, and Jesus loves them. Faith communities, act by getting involved. Next Sunday is a ministry Sunday as we begin after Labor Day holiday our full program year. Faith communities, act by getting involved in local communities such as our involvement in the Salvation Army, St. Clair Health Clinic, Meals on Wheels, and the Food Bank, and Crossroads, our student ministry on the campus, and many more in a local community. Our Hands on Care provides grants for education for the poor in Haiti, Sudan, Pakistan, and Kenya. As in James the Just, there is righteousness in all these engagements. I invited my sister, Reverend Diane Gorgas, many years ago. When from our own community retired from Anderson, and I always call it, in our absence you will hear it first time, our local American hero. Gone, and so forgive me my language, the hellhole of the world, center of Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda desert, with this little water. Here's a little room made up with just like mud or whatever, and a little closet with 4 or 5, dresses are hanging. Not cold water, always available in that hot place. Another food she likes to eat. But started clinics, helped to open schools in the desert, provided care and help to Bishop David, a missionary bishop, the first one in the history of the Christendom in that part of the world, where not many would tread and walk. Diana, I'd like to invite you to share as you are going back next week, back to Kenya after a few months of rest and raising, some help for your work. Please share your ministry, what God has called you and have you done in that difficult part of the world. We are thankful for your ministry. God's blessings. Diana went there as a nurse and then the Anglican Church of Kenya, which is about 80 million people, Anglican communion around the world. And Church of Kenya is part of the Anglican communion. They discerned and Bishop David ordained her with the approval of the Archbishop of Kenya. And now she stands here, Reverend Diane. So please share what you did.
Thank you, Father Patrick. Asante, asante, asante. In Kiswahili, that means thank you. Asante sana means thank you very much. You are the people who are not getting the pats on the back for all that you have done for Marissa, for the missionary area, for Bishop David, and for the education. I tell you that if it was not Christ Episcopal Church, there would be many times that we would not have children able to come to school. We wouldn't have roofs over the school. I came back in early April. In late February, Bishop David came to me and said, "Do we have any money in our account?" And I said, "No." And he said, and I said, "We need to pray." And we prayed. And you know, God is so faithful and wonderful. The next day, I get an email from Bob Withers saying, "Christ Episcopal Church has a donation for you. How do I deposit it?" So I told him, Ultra Federal Credit Union has an account open for us. I went to Bishop David and I said, "We've got the money. We have the money to cover the needs of that moment, and far and beyond that, we have a scholarship fund for the children for education. We have a young girl in Ukasi who is in the 8th grade, or standard 8. She wants to finish school, but because of the area that they live in, Ukasi is far away from Al-Shabaab, but it's in the center of the bandits who are coming with their herd, breaking down fences, destroying crops to graze their animals. She has to go through them to get to school. With this money that the youth raised, and this was through their Tuesday.
Shrove Tuesday the 11th.
That's when you had a pancake supper. The money came. This girl now, there is a motorbike that goes and picks her up, brings her to school, takes her home every night. Those are the wonderful things that you people have done, and nobody is patting you on the back. But I am here to tell you, your money is being spent to educate children, to put roofs on the schools, to build the schools. You know, education cannot be taken away from you. You can live in plenty and you can live in hardship. But the education that you've gotten, no matter how plentiful your life is or how hard your life is always there. It is that ladder that helps you to come up when things are really down. The Bible in Kenya, in Garissa, we cannot openly carry our Bible. It has to be in a purse, in a bag. The Muslims, cannot see that it is a Bible. The Muslims can carry the Quran, no problem. But we are the down under. We cannot show our Bible on the street. But that does not mean that the Bible is not the center. It is. We have a midday prayer service every day. And the people who attend bring it in a plastic bag. That plastic bag is the best thing that they have because it conceals the Bible from the public, but it's open there for them. And their education is what gives them the ability to read the Bible. And we, educating these children, give them that ability. When we started as a diocese in December 2007, we had 3 churches. We had 1 primary school. When I left, we now have 9 churches. The last one is in Bella Bella. It is an area but still it is a Muslim-controlled area. We have a priest there. He has taken his wife there. He has 3 sons. They are in the primary school there. And already the people are asking that we build another school. They cherish the education that is not sanctioned by Muslim law. They cherish it because we teach the Kenyan curriculum. We teach them how to read, how to write, how to understand, how to speak Kiswahili and English. Kiswahili and English are the nation's languages now. They're learning. We have the Muslims who come and ask us to start schools because they understand that we understand and want to promote the Kenyan curriculum. That's something their children are educated beyond learning the Quran, which is learned only through reciting that. That's not reading. The Quran there is in Arabic. It's recited. Now they are able to read the written word. They're able to see what the teacher writes, to write it in their notebooks. I wish we could afford to give each child, each year, the books for each grade. It's not possible. But the teachers have the modern books and they have the schemes for teaching. And they have the blackboard and they write it out. And these children meticulously copy it in English. And it is thanks to you that I'm able to furnish the teachers the books that they need each year in order to give the education that is needed. It is thanks to you that we have roofs on the school. And God's grace, we will open the first secondary school in the area. And it will be a school that will draw children in. Because it is not costing a lot of money for the parents to send. It is you people. As our collect says, increase in us true religion, nourish us with goodness, and bring forth in us the fruit of good work. You people are teachers, you are prophets, you are missionaries. You give from your heart, and what you give is used. And as it is used, we are moving a third world country through the children to become a second and first world country. So again, thank you. If Bishop David was here, he would be going down to each one of you and blessing you. And so from the pulpit, I bless you. For him, Asante Sana. Know that every penny that you send is never in the pocket of anyone. It is in the roof or the walls of building a school. A teacher is not paid through the money that you send. A child is educated. And it's not many places in the world where you can know that your gifts are 100% used for that labor you're doing, and not to support the people who are going out. So bless all of you. Thank you, Father Patrick. Without you, I don't know where we would be. And Father Patrick knows the area. He has been there, and I hope that when Bishop David is enthroned as Bishop of the Marissa Diocese, we will have Father Patrick there to be with him and bless him. And bless him with the blessings of all of you people. Again, thank you very much.
Diana, my sister, our sister, our sister, we send you with our prayers. May the Lord bless and shine His face upon you and protect you and bless your ministry in grace in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Brothers and sisters, here at Christ Church, mountains can be moved and lives can be changed in the name of Jesus. Beginning with our story here at Christ Church. Beginning now, beginning with us. Amen.
Amen.